Funding from our generous supporters over the years has given E-IPER the ability to bolster opportunities for our students. With the support of the Emmett Family Collaboration Grant Fund and the Anne and Reed Buckley Fund, we have the opportunity to provide funding for compelling projects that leverage the unique skill sets and expertise of both E-IPER PhD students and master's students.
I think at the heart of what E-IPER does really well is to create collaborations. We see collaborations as essential for students to get through their graduate training, as well as to be successful in our current world. E-IPER has created opportunities for students to come together around shared interests, even if they're not obvious at the onset. So for example, we have our PhD, master's collaboration grants, where students come together and share their skill sets and their content knowledge to address a problem over the course of a year.
We're always interested in studying the equity implications of power outages, and especially power outages driven by climate change. As we're getting ready to deploy this survey to people in Texas, there was another mass power outage event, this time in Louisiana and other regions, other states in the Gulf region after Hurricane Ida. And so we retooled and we thought, okay, here's two really interesting examples to study power outages.
One of the things that we worry about a lot is that research stays within the academic community and doesn't necessarily get democratized to communities that are actually impacted by these extreme weather events. And so our intention with this project is, once we have more solid findings, and we're in the process of creating those right now, we want to reach out to multiple stakeholders who might be interested in learning about what we found. This would include state energy commissions, other state and local government agencies, environmental agencies, and the like.
Stanford has people working on climate in so many departments across the university. And within E-IPER, because we're this interdisciplinary program, we have connections set up with all of them already. So we were really lucky where one of Ranjita's PhD advisors, Professor Azevedo, was already a perfect fit for our project, where she had this deep quantitative experience, as well as a lot of energy justice work underpinning her perspective.
Ranjita and Ada are really extraordinary at coming prepared, having results, having the questions laid out. So that makes it an easy mentoring process. And as we're progressing in this work, it was quite apparent that someone like Gabrielle, that has a lot of expertise both on survey design and fielding this sorts of experiments, would be highly beneficial.
I think that's a real strength of E-IPER, where a lot of the projects that the students work on are really problem-focused and not stuck in a certain discipline, but rather looking at the problem at hand and thinking, what expertise do we need to bring into the room to make sure that we're addressing the problem, and asking good questions and using methods that are appropriate to answer those questions.
In recent years, our PhD and master's students have worked together to analyze California forest carbon offsets, communicate and collaborate between National Park Service and community stakeholders in Arctic Alaska, scale utility battery storage in East Africa, and much more. We are thrilled to see these exciting projects and see our students grow through practical experience, mentorship, and camaraderie.